Hi everyone, nice to talk to you again. I thought today I would do my March empties, and let's go ahead and get started with this Yves Rocher Vanilla Bourbon Bath and Shower Gel. Well, when I first started using this, I had a different opinion than I do right now. And when I started using this, I really liked the scent because it smells exactly like vanilla from my spice cabinet, exactly like bourbon vanilla extract for cooking. And the smell was very good for a while until I just got really sick of it, kind of halfway through this bottle. And there was something about it that just started to bother me about vanilla, which is one of my favorite notes in perfumes and fragrances. But for some reason, there's something kind of sour about it to me now. I don't know if it's just this particular vanilla fragrance or all vanilla fragrances. I don't know. I'm just afraid that my nose is changing, my tastes are changing, and I don't appreciate it as much as I used to. But anyway, this ended pretty quickly. I think it took me just maybe a month to use it. Oh, hi, Mia. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. Hopefully I'll be able to show it with one of my cats in the way. All right, so another one of these champagne toast sparkling Bellini body creams from Bath and Body Works. I think I have like maybe 7 more of those to go through. This also took me like about 3.5 weeks to use up. I use it every night after my evening shower. So just a daily use all over. It goes really quickly that way. So there's that one. Next up, another one of these Bath and Body Works shea butter creams. This one is Sweater Weather. And this one I purchased, I think from the Bath and Body Works website a few months ago. I think, well, no, maybe it was when the beginning of fall came around, something like that. I really went on a kind of Bath and Body Works shopping spree. And this scent, what does it say here? It's supposed to have sun-crisped apple, autumn leaves, and orchard woods. To me, I was expecting a more fall scent, but this was very like fruity and fresh and very subtle. Not really my favorite. I was kind of expecting something deep and ambery, and I didn't really read the notes. So I was a little bit, underwhelmed with the scent. Let's put it that way. But the cream is good, just the usual Bath and Body Works cream texture. Okay, next up, let's do a nice big perfume empty. This is Angel EDP 75 milliliter bottle. I believe this was called Rising Star. Well, I remember purchasing this from Sephora in around 2015, or maybe it was 2016. I'm not 100%. I paid $150 for this thing. That's when I was really obsessed with Angel. And slowly I used it until this year. I noticed I was about like 3/4 through the bottle. It was like around here. And I noticed that the juice, which is usually blue inside the bottle, turned green on me. And I smelled it. It still smelled the same to me. The scent itself did not change much that I could tell. But that prompted me to look up the batch code of this, and just to look it up on one of those websites that tells you when this was actually manufactured, when this was made. And according to that batch code, this was made in the year 2010, I believe. So I was like, oh my God, this is over 10 years old. And it was like 5 or 6 years old when I purchased it from Sephora. So this was already pretty old when it was sitting on those shelves, which just goes to tell you, like, you don't know how old the stuff that they're selling to us in these nice stores, not like discounters or anything like that. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I have to use this. So this month, at the beginning of the month, I put this out like in the living room where I'm like hanging out all day, with my kids doing stuff. And I just kept spraying myself over and over again. And I also noticed that I'm going nose blind to this. I'm fatigued of this smell. I can't smell it anymore. I have to really heavy spray to the point where my husband's like, oh my God, you smell of angel like really strongly. And I was like, really? Because I can't smell anything. And when I freshly sprayed it, all I'm getting is a dusty patchouli. I'm not getting the caramel, the chocolate that I used to get before. It was no longer like a gourmand to me. It was more like just this bland patchouli. So I think I'm going to take a break from Angel. I still love it. I don't hate it. I'm not changing my mind on it, but I'm going to take a break on it. I have two more Angels. I have an EDT that's pretty old and an Angel Leather Edition that's also getting up there in years. My perfumes are stored mostly in their boxes and like in dark cabinets. They're very well stored, so I'm not worried about anything going off. But I don't want to keep these just to keep these. I'm not looking to have a giant perfume collection. I want these to be used and enjoyed while I'm still liking them, because I do understand that my tastes are very much subject to change at any time. So there is that. Let's put this beauty like this. I think that would look better. What do you think? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. Let's just leave it like that. Okay. Another perfume, Empty. This is Jessica McClintock perfume. This was a purchase a long time ago from Marshall's, I believe. It's a very affordable perfume, large size. This is a clean, soapy, strong Lily of the Valley scent to me, and that's what I can smell. It's a soapy, clean Lily of the Valley floral perfume. And this was only used as an air freshener in the basement where, we're hanging out watching movies at night, and, the cat's litters down there. So that's basically what it was used for. It was an air freshener, because I just never really wanted to wear this on myself. It was a blind purchase. It is what it is. I used it up. It's out of the house. Okay, next up. Actually, I think I finished this maybe last night. Yeah, last night or maybe 2 nights ago. This is a body butter, Tahiti Island from Spa Luxatique. This came in a little spa bundle that I purchased from Amazon, because I just wanted something new. I wanted to try something new. It had a bunch of like shower gels and body creams and hand lotions, all smelling very similar. It's a very thin consistency body butter. It's not thick at all. It's more like a lotion. I used it up very quickly. It's reasonably moisturizing, but yeah, will not be a repurchase. And it's like a very faint vanilla smell. Very, very faint, clean vanilla smell. Next up, I have this here. The Riche Creme from Yves Rocher. Fully used up. I was very curious about this on the Yves Rocher website. Very expensive and had rave reviews. People were saying this smells amazing, that it's really good, so moisturizing. So I purchased this when they were having a buy one, get one free deal. So I paid $70 for this, and one of them came free. So the other one I'm still using right now. And what I can tell you after finishing this thing is that I do not think that this is worth $70. I think that this is very similar to like a L'Oreal cream that comes in a similar container. Just like your $8 L'Oreal or $20 L'Oreal is very similar. The smell didn't impress me. It says something like they have some kind of rose oil or something like that. What does it say here? 1,000 flower rose oil, some kind of gimmick. Anyway, this smelled like a just generic cosmetic, like lotion smell, like a little bit old school, a little bit like perfumey. Honestly, was not impressed. It was reasonably moisturizing. It was okay. It was thick. I really didn't have any problems with it. But it did not do anything for me. I'm in my mid-30s. I'm getting fine lines around my eyes. I have pretty pronounced lines on my forehead already. It did not do anything for that. And sometimes after using this at night, I noticed that my skin was very tight, but not in a good way. Like tight, like I kept thinking, like, did I not moisturize? So I just kept having to reapply it twice some nights because my skin was so tight and just felt like it was just cracking. Will not be repurchasing this. Honestly, the price hikes that Yves Rocher has undergone recently are really ridiculous because Yves Rocher, like, is a budget brand. Like, it's just a budget brand, and I don't understand why they're hiking up their skincare prices so much, like it's some kind of luxurious stuff. It is not, and I will not be purchasing skincare from them, especially at the prices that they're asking. So yeah, I really don't recommend this, honestly. If this works for you, if you've tried it, then that's great, but I honestly don't think it's worth that price for what it is. Anyway, what do I have here? Next. Okay, this cuticle oil that's literally been with me for 10 plus years. Secret cuticle oil. I was accosted in the mall by one of those kiosks that used to be in the middle of malls, when you're walking down the mall and these people are like, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you want your eyebrows threaded? Excuse me, ma'am, do you want to try this and that?" So I must have been like extra friendly looking that day. This guy just kind of basically sold me this kit of like nail stuff from Secret, from the Dead Sea. And this is a cuticle oil. It's okay. I mean, it was good. It lasted me forever. I mean, this is probably 10 years old plus. 10 plus years old. So it's finally over. Next up, oh, there we go, another perfume. I forgot I finished this too. I finished my Alien. This is small. I think this is 30 ml. But this is pretty old too. I think I bought this in 2015 as well. Let's pick off that cat here. We all know what Alien smells like, jasmine and amber and whatever else that third note is that I always forget. But yeah, this smells strongly of jasmine to me, and I've always smelled just the jasmine. I'm very familiar with jasmine smells because I grew up around jasmine bushes in Moldova. So yeah, I used to love it. I got a little tired of it. I think I need a break from it. And yeah, I'm just glad it's over. Sometimes like in the past month when I was using it up, I was smelling it and I just kept thinking, like, as soon as I sprayed it and just smelled my hand with it, I was like, I smell grape juice or like grape soda. And I thought that was kind of weird. Does anyone get that with this perfume? Please let me know. I hope I'm not the only one. Okay, I used up a sample. Let's move this light thing in the back so it doesn't get knocked down again. Okay, I used up a sample of this cringy name, Exceptional Because You Are. One of these things that come in your fragrance net orders. They always put these samples in there. And, it's just a very generic perfume scent, synthetic. Just, I don't even remember anything about it. It's a cheapie, and it's really nothing exceptional. Yeah, I can't really say anything about that. I just feel bad. I always have to use up everything. Otherwise, I just feel like I'm being very wasteful. So I use it, I didn't hate it, but would never purchase that for sure. Okay. I've been on a kick of trying to use up my old makeup. So this is one of the things that I used up this month. It's a Marcel eyeliner in this exact color that you see here, this blue. And the last little bit just was so dried up that it literally fell out of the actual wood pencil itself. And it was really nice. I just lined my eyes, and sometimes I would just leave it like that, or just do a double liner with a thin black line on top. So that was fun, and I feel good that I finally got it out of my collection. And I think it was included with an Ipsy box or something like that a long time ago. I used up Pond's Cold Cream Makeup Remover. This was an impulse purchase from Amazon based on a YouTube video I was watching of like 1950s beauty routines recreated. And so I just decided, let me try this again. Maybe I'll fall in love with removing my makeup that way. And I'll tell you, this is really not my favorite way of removing my makeup. Amazon sent me 2 of these. You can't just buy one, at least when I ordered it. So I'm still in the middle of using the second one of these. But basically, it's just not my way of removing makeup while smearing this thick, oily thing all over my face and then removing it with like one of those cotton squares. And then there's still a layer of oil left on my face and makeup. And then I have to double cleanse in the shower with that. Because it's just not enough for removing makeup. I mean, let me know if you just use this to remove your makeup. How does it work for you? Because I just don't think that it really removes everything. It's kind of like smearing a bunch of oil on your face, a thick lotion that you then have to scrub off of yourself. Yeah, not a fan, but again, I have to use it up. I will use up the second one. It'll be empty. I don't like to waste anything if I can help it, and go ahead and recycle. So, what's next here? Okay, we're almost done. Used up one of these Burt'S lip shimmers in the color Fig. This is the color of it. I really like these. I'm not a fan of the packaging. It just seems very cheap. But the actual product itself gives a very nice color on the lips, and a little bit of shimmer, not too weird looking, looks very natural. It just feels good. It's moisturizing and also gives me a refreshing sensation, like it has some kind of peppermint or mintiness to it that it makes me feel like I just brushed my teeth. It's just that feeling of like just refreshing and awakening, and I really, really enjoyed this. I forgot I had this in my makeup stash, and I just was looking through it, and I think I have 2 more of these, 1 or 2 more of these in other colors that I'm going to use up. And I really enjoyed it. Burt'S Lip Shimmer. I wonder if they still make these. All of my makeup is really old. I haven't really purchased new makeup very much at all recently, in recent years. So there is that. And last but not least, I'm going to show you this. It's a used safety blade because I use a safety razor, and I have been using a safety razor, the same one for the past 5 years, I'm going to say. So I'm no longer purchasing those disposable razors that don't do much of anything. This was a little bit of a learning curve for me because, and I still to this day like kind of cut my legs after I shave with this, but it's worth it. It gives me a close shave. It is very budget friendly. I just purchased the disposable razor and then purchased this brand of safety razors. It comes in a gigantic pack. I mean, it's just very, very budget friendly. Very glad that I discovered this method. And I'm never going back to disposable razors or any fancy schmancy women's razors, anything like that. So we'll keep doing that. And that brings the empties for March 2023 to a conclusion. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, if anybody watched. But I enjoyed slowly gathering these things up throughout the month, putting them in this little Bath and Body Works box, and now showing them to you. So please have a great day, and I will see you in my next video, whenever that will be.